Hello everyone, glad you could join me. Here's another really close game. Let's get started. Okay, kind of a messy looking tray there, but cut the X. So get something out there like that. Okay, and then watch how this board grows. Ooh, right on top like that. Makes it kind of tricky. And then my turn, so I keep it going. And now, how are we going to get out of that? Only a couple places where we can extend a word or connect. So that's one. And then I'm looking at this set, and it's not too bad, but ew, I can't quite get to a double word, I don't think. So I just wind up throwing that out there, and that's never a good idea. If you don't have to do that, you shouldn't, because then somebody can throw an S on there. And it's a little bit like a bonus for them, and that's what they get. So they get the S, and sure enough, 30 points. And they're ahead by 9 at this point. Okay, now, see what I did. And I don't know why I didn't just come down to that A from the triple word. Idea would have been a great play. But instead, tied, and that opens up the other one. And it's a little easier to get across over there, especially with those letters. So here I've dug myself a hole, 47 points down already. Okay, now we're still having a hard time seeing where we can extend the board or anything reasonable. I've got that J, and there's a little three-letter word with a J. That is jeu. It's a French word for game, so somehow it's made it into English. Okay, now here's a pretty good-looking tray, and hard to see exactly if there's a seven-letter play with the D, advert, something, I don't know. But anyway, they just come along with that. Not much on the points there. Okay, so I'm about a reasonable play behind, and here I see again, I could have just put meta up there. Not quite as many points as this, I guess. So it's kind of a tough call whether you want to go ahead and cover that triple word to block it, or if you just rather go for the bigger points. But then now I'm kind of opening up another triple word. So, however, what happens? They burn their blank and get across to it and get back up by 40. So, you know, you have advantages and disadvantages. It's every way you go. So, okay, now I see a cool little play here. I don't know, anybody else might see it. There's a great little three-letter word that ends in Z that I can throw on the double word here. So, 45. And that puts me right back on top by about 5. Okay, and then here they are. And tough board still. You know, you can see some things they might have wanted to get on the board, but they opted instead to trade. So change 4 letters. Okay, and then I've got this set, and again, it's a little hard to know where to go. I see that I can get on that double word there by 6, so take a modest little play there, 14 points, puts me up by 19. Okay, now 2 vowels for them, and a pretty good array of consonants. What are they going to do? Oh, okay. You know, always worth a try. The 4-point letter on a double letter or a triple letter. So, back in the game they are. Ahead by 3. Okay, and then I've got this kind of decky set. I do have agree on there. Now, I opted to play it over down to the D and get ho as a bonus, but I also could have played it across to make a note. And so it kind of might have been better to play it across the note, but I played it up there. So the board is still pretty tight and hard to play from. Okay, there they have nice letters again, if they could figure out something to play. And I think that's kind of light on the points there, ton. And it's a 4-point game. Okay, now need to get out somewhere. And I think I see I can get down from the I. Unfortunately, I can't play one of my 3 I's to do it. So I'm stuck with 3 I's on my tray, but I get down to that double word for 10 points. Okay, now we're opening up the board just a hair. Let's see what they can find. Yeah, pal, okay. And it's back and forth on the score. Now, what to do from here? So, looks like there's one kind of little two-letter play, and you know, doesn't open up the double or the triple word. So let's see. Now, pretty good letters again, and I think they kind of moved to a different location if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, yag up there. So here we have my miserable set now, down by 6. Can't see much I can do, so I just kind of dump some letters and open up the board just a bit. A top, and the game's tied. Okay, now they have pretty reasonable letters, and they could get across to the double word, possibly. Maybe not. But they could play bead above that A, but that's not what they do. They go and kind of clog up the board up there. Okay, so now my opportunity comes to move across a little bit. And it's just very light points on all the plays right now, so I'm happy to get 9 for that. I'm down by 6. Okay, now they have burned on there. If they had a place to go, and they could have played that across the fur if they wanted, but I don't think they did. And they put dew up there. Okay, 13 points only. Okay, now I'm needing to work out a strategy because I've got all these I's in the Q. So I could just play Q, I over the D for kind of minimal points. But instead I try to hang on for a little bit longer. And once again, I can play a word that starts with I, but I can't use an I. So I'm ironed down to the triple word. Down by 7. Okay, now ooh, a U and a bunch of consonants. And oh, they put bra up there. Okay. Now I'm looking at it and I've got to figure out what do I want to do, because I've got the blank and I've got all those I's and the Q and the K, which both can go on the front of an I for a 2-letter word. So I think I started trying to set myself up a bit. Yeah, 5-point play, and I'm hoping to get my Q on that double letter over there. But they kind of see what I'm up to, and they go like that, kind of block me. But now I decide to go ahead and burn my blank and get my Q on the double word. 26 points, and I pull back in front by 6. Okay, here they've got some reasonable letters, E and an A, 2 W's, and let's see where they go. They kind of stay away from where I've been, and yeah, look at that, nice play. Nice play, 29 points. And they're back out by 23. Okay, now, as I said, I still have the I's and I've got that K, so I'm just going to throw that KI on where the Q is. And that's good points, 34 points, back up by 11. Now we're definitely in end game. Look, they only have the 3 letters left. And they look and see what I have. And pretty good letters over there. So what do they do? More across there. And I think they have figured out that I can't very well play my V and cover the triple word. And so this is where my endgame strategy kind of blew it. I probably should have played view to get the V off my tray, or VAW, V-A-W. But I played AW, thinking, okay, well, I'm by 17. I've got still like 6 points on my tray, so 12 points, so it's really only a 5-point lead. Maybe that's enough. But guess what? They can play a 6-point play, and my 11-point lead goes poof down to a 1-point win for them. Anyway, that end game is crucial sometimes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a close one. See you next time. I'd like to say a big thank you to isc.ro for hosting the games. Identities of all the players are hidden to protect the guilty. We do pledge to keep a clean language standard on this channel. If you'd like to challenge me, I'm out there at ISC with the nickname Cristobal. If If you'd like me to review one of your games, drop me a line on ISC or at chrisgrabball@gmail.com.